Alright, getting to this because I just watched Grace's video. Yes, Spider-Man is back in the MCU. Thank God. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank God. Let me bring the bin sound music up real quick. Yeah, someday I should probably learn to dance, but fucking I don't care. Anyway, you know what the irony is? Guess what I watched just yesterday? Spider-Man Far From Home. And I thought, oh, this is awesome. It's just too bad that in sequence is going to go nowhere because I can't do anything. And the only one that matters is the sequence after that with the Skrulls. That was kind of But thank God, Spider-Man is back. Because we've now named him as a successor to Tony. And that's going to be great. Because now they can do things. And yes, thank you, Amy. Thank you, Kevin. Please don't fuck it up. And yes, build up Peter as the next Iron Man. Because, yeah, Spider-Man can work. People like Spider-Man. People want to see Spider-Man. Only Brie Larson wants to see Captain Marvel and SJWs that are just, you know, on that bony ass of Brie Larson's. I'm sorry, but you know it's true. Ain't no damn body gave a flying fuck about that movie. It sits and no one gives a shit. And don't tell me DVDs aren't selling well because I've been to Walmart and a ton of them were gone. Just saying. None of them were Captain Marvel, so spare me the bullshit. People are still buying DVDs, okay? Maybe if you go to one of the little, I don't fucking know. I forgot I used to buy shit from better. I want to say Sharper Image, but that ain't it. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I was, you know, one of the younger people places. I don't fucking know what they're called. Shit. Anyway, if you go to one of those, maybe people who shop there are not going to exactly get. Maybe the kids today aren't, you know, going buying DVDs, but they're not the only people who shop. Okay. Adults, older, still buying DVDs. And they're not touching Captain Marvel. Hell, I haven't even seen somebody pick one up out the damn red box. No one gives a fuck. But people are loving Spider-Man. They still love Spider-Man. They will continue to love Spider-Man. That's Peter Parker. And no, that doesn't mean they don't love Miles, because they do. We know this. And I'm looking forward to Spider-Man 3 from both Marvel and Amy Pascal. And I'm looking forward to seeing what she does with all the Spider-Women. Is that going to be live action or is that going to be a cartoon continuation? Either one doesn't fucking matter. It should be cool. And hopefully they do something else with Miles. I mean, you can do stuff with Miles. You just have to not title it Spider-Man. I don't know. You know, team him up with fucking Gwen, Spider-Gwen or some shit, or somebody else in there and call it Marvel Team Up or some shit. You can't call it that. Spidey Team Up. I don't know. Figure it out. Spidey 2-in-1. You can't call it Spidey. Amazing Team Up? Something, you know. Spider Team Up? I don't know. Fucking. You figure out something, you know. It can be done. You may not be able to do the Sinister Six, but you can do other things. You can have interesting stories, which you proved. But yeah, Amy, let Peter stay with Marvel. You come around and do your thing with that, and you know, put your little sparkle magic. Let Kevin give you the main thing. You come over here, do your bit, and work here with Miles, Gwen, and the gang. Because that seems to be your sweet spot. And of course, Eddie. You know, you could have a team up with Eddie and freaking Miles. Maybe there's a misunderstanding. You could have a fight between Eddie. Yeah, you could have Miles Morales appear in the next Venom movie. You can't have Spider-Man. But you can have a spider. I don't know, give him a Scarlet Spider name or some shit. I mean, does it fucking matter? He's already been Spider-Man, so, you know, he just fucking decided to take a new identity for a change. The Iron Spider, fuck it. If Marvel will let you use the Iron Spider name, I know they already used the outfit. But at any rate, luckily we get to see what happens with the MJ and Peter in the next movie, and how Peter's going to do with the fact that his identity is now publicly known, and he's thought to be a murderer. Parker Luck. Not exactly a shocker for Spider-Man, for anyone who's read Spider-Man. Seriously, I know I use a blue. I don't know why my eyeshadow looks so purple. Anyway, it doesn't fucking matter. Kind of works. So yes, they can do so many things with that. I am looking forward to seeing who they next have Spider-Man fight. Craven, I guess. Chameleon. Bring in Miles Warren as a professor. I don't think he's been there. I know they had two teachers for the vacation thing, but I don't know who the fuck they were. I'm sorry. I think at this point they probably, so she said, since MJ did say Flash was still 16, that means everybody's got to be about 16 at this point. So 17 and 18 is coming up. So the next film's got to be the last one where they can do it in high school. Unless they want to have a graduation there and go on to get jobs and whatnot. And yes, I'm hoping they do more with JJ in the next movie. What are they going to do for a living for Peter? Is he going to become a photographer? It's not the cool thing it used to be. Is he going to be part of that website and do pictures and articles on Spider-Man for Jonah? That would be funny. No, wait, everybody knows who he is, so he can't really do that. Maybe it'll be like in the Ultimates where he gives him the job because, you know, May gives him shit for his bullshit when they find out that Peter's not responsible for what happened with Mysterio. Because I'm sure, what's his name? Talos and his wife will probably figure out a way to prove the truth and point out what actually happened. By the way, can someone please give that man better prosthetics for his teeth? I can't understand a fucking thing he's saying. You know how I've heard this man act. I saw Rogue One. He sounds better than this. You make him sound like a goof. How did anyone... I didn't see Captain Marvel because fuck that movie, I refuse. But how does anyone take him... How did anyone think he was the villain or a threat if that's how he sounded through the whole thing? Like... I mean, he's talking with his wife, so he's not putting on a fake, you know? There's no reason for him to fake shit. He's sitting there with his wife. And yeah, she did great at... fuck. What was Smoke Cook? Yeah, I know she can't come... Yeah, she ain't coming back because Homegirl went off into the TV show. That's what happened with Sif. When they were done with Sif, she went off into the TV show. And now that Chloe Smolders, or whatever her name is off doing that TV show about the detective, we know she ain't coming back. Alright. Looking forward to the next Spider-Man movie.